besides, growing our marriage and getting closer to God and sitting in a lot of personal growth between the both of us, doing work on ourselves, on our hearts, on our health, our physical health, mental health, spiritual health, leaning into the abundance and losing the fear,
I mean, when we raised that area of our life and set that like goal to have self-care, then we were coming together and we're setting other radical goals in other parts of our lives, right?
Yeah.
We want to buy a house. We want to grow our business to here. We want to set this fitness goal. We want to set these financial goals. So then becoming kind of the CEO of yourself, then all those other things are self-care too, right? Your finances are self-care.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's
And
true.
the health before wealth, right? I mean,
Mm.
if you're up at night and I mean, it feels good to save a little bit. I mean, those little kind of deposits make you feel good. They give you confidence. And so when we can sit together and kind of say, okay, these are our goals, then you don't feel so bad saying, I want to take this vacation because it was planned and we, did this, this, and this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of segued, but um, that was
No,
very,
that's great. Thank you for that. I think you've given
yeah.
a lot of listeners hope that they don't have to be afraid of what they're hearing on the news, that it's a boogeyman, right? That you can find a market anywhere, if you know where to look. And in fact, when most other people are running and hiding because of such and such externality, that's going to leave fewer competitors, you might say, leaving more room for you to grow and thrive. It's during the hardship years that some of the biggest fortunes are made. Think
Amen.
about it.
Yes.
Even during the Great Depression, there were unbelievable, everybody who sold a stock in the Great Depression, somebody else was buying that stock.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right? So that's the same with real estate. So let's fast forward. I was looking back on my notes when we first met. Take us back to that as much as you can remember. I think, Lindsay, you and I first connected, but tell us that story. And then why did you invest the time to dig into your finances with me and dig into the Bank on Yourself concept? What was going on there at that time?
We during the pandemic years, the amount of people that were coming to buy and sell increased significantly. So the cash flow was higher than normal, and we didn't have a crystal ball, but we had an inkling that could that dry up? What, should we save extra of this? Um, and I just happened to be sitting, I think, in a meeting where we were introduced, and I thought, okay, well, again, things come into your world at the right time for the right reasons, right? And for me, I like to have things. I'm not big. I don't understand. I don't study the stock market. We're not big investors there. We know real estate, and this fit really well there because it felt safe. It felt like it fit in well with the way we paid taxes. It fit in well with the way we wanted to spend on bigger purchases. It fit in well with our goals for investing. And so it checked a lot of boxes. And then, once I just went down that road and had that consult with you, I thought, okay, we just do this. And we didn't have a solid big life insurance plan.
Hmm.
Um, so, those small little hurdles to get to that were not a big deal.
Absolutely. So talk to me about your mindset when you started learning about Bank on Yourself. Were there any aha moments or things that you'd like to maybe pass on to folks who may still be exploring this strategy?
Yes, and I'll let you correct any
Sure.
verbiage.
Yeah, that's fine.
What I was shocked about is when you put money in, when you borrow from your plan, it grows as if you hadn't borrowed it.
That's right.
And
Hmm.
I was like, how is that even possible? And why does not everybody have this? I mean, I literally was like, everybody has to have this, but there's so many misconceptions,
Hmm.
right? Because there are policies that may not work that way, or people are like, they hear whole life and they're like, oh, that one. They're like, we're going to go over here.